Oh yes, the Game Boy Advance SP. This is the Game Boy that I grew up with. I mean, it's just so iconic with that clamshell design and finally introducing some form of light to play at nighttime. And there was just so many different ones made. I mean, look at how beautiful all these variations are. But then what the hell is that? This thing is a complete mystery. I bought it directly from China along with a bunch of other knockoff stuff I cannot wait to show you, but this caught my attention first. It has SP2 written on it and nothing else. There's no power button, no volume slider, no cartridge port. Instead, there's a micro SD card slot. It feels like a McDonald's toy and the screen is tiny. What an abomination. But at the same time, it's beautiful. No, it's not. It's an abomination. So we're going to have to open this thing up and see why it's not working. Taking the back off, I was so relieved to see how complicated the motherboard looked. This means that it isn't just going to be some crappy 100-in-1 garbage from Wish. It has potential. The battery wires were a complete fire hazard and basically just fell off the motherboard. And the battery itself is out here looking like Harry Potter's aunt. I'm going to grab a new battery and strip and tin the wires. I'll remove all of the old stuff off the board and clean it all up. Whilst I'm here, I'll also remove the old broken speaker and then solder the new battery into place. After that, I can set the motherboard back down and put in a brand new speaker and then solder that in as well. Then I can pop a couple of screws back in and then I'll secure the battery into place with some double-sided sticky tape, put the back on and screw it all shut. Hey Danny. Julia? I'm leaving you. Is there someone else? Yeah, I'm sorry. His name is Cletus. Julia. I've got high hopes for this little guy. The fact that after all this time the chips haven't just corrupted and stopped working entirely, I'm rather impressed. It's likely this thing's a good 10-15 years old, so I'm kind of proud of it, honestly. I discovered turning it on is achieved by pressing the start and select button at the same time, which is just so dumb. Why not have a power switch? Right, so let's take a look around this bad boy. On the top it says GBA game, which means it does play Game Boy Advance games, which is super exciting. Next up there's Neo Geo, that's pretty impressive. It has Game Boy Color, Super Famicom, and Nintendo Entertainment System. That's a pretty good selection. We also have video. Let's take a look at that. Unfortunately, everything is in Chinese, but a little Google Translate and I was able to find the settings, where I was then presented with further Chinese before Google translating again and being presented with further Chinese, and then I Google translated again and selected English. That's going to make things just ever so slightly easier. There's so many different things to choose from. We're going to have to start with pictures. What could possibly be on this Game Boy for children? Oh, look, it's a puppy. Oh, look. Oh, okay. A lady with a little animation. Okay, what? Who's she? Wait, why is there more? There's more? There's more? There's so much more. Why is this on a Game Boy for kids? It can't be. There's so many of them. I can't take it. Think of the children. Think of the children. Oh, look, a cute puppy. Oh, look, a car and more puppies. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's take a look at books. What a great medium to read books on. Oh yeah, I'm just reading The Great Gatsby on my Game Boy at the moment. Yeah, it's really good. I love up-and-coming writers. Well, whatever this is, it's broken as hell. And there's over 2,000 pages of it. Terrifying. Oh, and you can play the recorder on it? Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, testing 1. Oh, voice recordings. That means it has a microphone. That's more than could be said for the real Game Boy. Okay, so video clips. Let's take a look here, shall we? Okay, cool. So there's a video about someone doing some writing. It looks pretty good. Quality isn't great, but the screen's so small it looks like 4K. Oh, they're in love. Isn't that sweet? Wait a minute. What's this? What are they doing? Well, the next video is some sort of music video, which is just hilarious. The transitions are brilliant. Things took a turn for the worst at this point. What is this? No. It can't be. No. Oh, no. No, what is this?
Why is this on my Game Boy? What is going on? No.
Okay, so that's video clips. Let's go on to movies. And in movies, there's 4 different movies. There's this one here with this little cute kind of animation thing and just flying around. And then the next one, there's this serious person pouring a cup of tea and some martial arts. And then there's back to that cute little thing. Can't quite work out what it is. Is it a polar bear? I have no idea. And then on the 5th one, it's just the Da Vinci Code. The entire Da Vinci Code on the Game Boy. It sounds like a Bob Wolf video. And then there's just a music player as well. And yeah. That works. Okay, so now let's take a look at what this thing is made for, video games, starting with the NES. There is so many different games loaded onto this thing, and remember there is also a micro SD card slot. And to be honest with you, at around about this point, I started to lose a lot of hope for this thing. How is this going to be capable of playing Game Boy Advance games if this is how the NES looks? This is just run-of-the-mill. So the next thing is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and while this didn't look too bad and it didn't seem to have any latency or lag, it still just seemed a little bit off. I think this thing is running at the wrong speed. There is a settings menu which allows you to turn the sound on and off, and it also has a save game and load state option, which is really helpful if you're going to be playing this thing a lot, which is unlikely. The next one is Game Boy Color, and oh Lord, this was not the one. This was not the one at all. I mean, for starters, I couldn't even get the game to start. When you press start, it opens the menu. I pressed start, and then I pressed A, and I tried all the buttons, and no matter what I did, it would not play the game. And it sounded like this.
Yeah!
Oh no! Okay, so then I found Tetris DX and I was so excited until I started playing it. The Tetraminos just fly all over the screen, sliding around, and the sound did not work at all. So then I tried Neo Geo thinking, this is going to be bad, and to be honest, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, if you don't mind having no sound at all. And then finally, with my hopes shattered into oblivion, I opened up Game Boy Advance, and I was thoroughly disappointed. It only played these 2 fake Pokemon ROMs that were loaded onto it.
What?
And they don't even do anything. They're just like menus with website links, and the website doesn't work anymore.
What is going on?
So then I tried to load on a different game onto this thing to actually try and get it to play one, and that didn't work either. No matter what I loaded, the screen just went white every single time, and then it crashed. So, yeah, it's shit.
Why is this on my Game Boy?